Hi, I'm going to give you 5 tips for if you are dating after divorce. I'm Naomi Thompson. I'm a dating and relationship coach. I have dated after divorce, so I completely understand what it's like. Subscribe to my channel and then let's get started. Okay, so I know how exhausting dating after divorce can be. You've got kids, you've got work, you've got a busy life. Sometimes it can feel hopeless. Many women have said to me they feel exhausted and they feel hopeless. There seems to be so many time wasters, guys who just seem to want a message and then it goes nowhere. Many women have a fear of choosing the wrong guy again. And if you relate to this, maybe you also have the fear that you're actually never going to meet someone you're compatible with. So I know dating can actually feel really disheartening. And that's why I'm here. My mission is that every woman of any age knows that she can find love. And the first tip is know what you want and know what's important to you. Now, when you know deep in your bones what you want and need in a relationship, it's almost impossible to choose the wrong man. Knowing what you want deep down, knowing how you want to feel, knowing how the relationship looks, admitting if you want certain things. So often I say to a woman, what is it you want in a relationship? She tells me all the stuff and I say, in this perfect image of your relationship, is there a ring on your finger? Do you want to be married? And so many women don't want to admit that. They are willing to settle for less in their dream relationship. And what I say is really claim that desire. Know what it is you want and own up to it yourself. I want to be married again. I want to be with someone who I really feel cherished and loved by. So when you really, really connect with what you really want, this becomes your anchor. This becomes your anchor. You get clearer what you don't want, what you do want, what your boundaries are. And knowing what you want deep inside becomes your North Star. And it is almost impossible to choose the wrong man. So the second tip is keep an open mind and a learning mind. So if you're not currently in the relationship that you want, that is a clear indicator you didn't grow up to be equipped to choose a great partner for yourself. You've done nothing wrong. It's the same with so many of us. But what's going to be useful to you is to keep the open mind to and try on the idea that you may not know your type. I say to someone, I could say to you, what's your type? And maybe you'll say something like, tall, kind of quite well built, someone who, and then you've got your list. But actually, the type that we go for, whether physically or personality or just certain traits, how's that worked out for you so far? So trying on the idea that actually you don't know your type, and going through step 3 that I'll share with you in a minute is actually going to really help you find out for yourself. Now I've been divorced, I've been through these relationships, I'm fresh, I'm really wanting something different. How can I find out what my type is? So also that kind of lends itself to step 1, which is knowing what you want and what's important to you. Knowing what you want in a relationship is going to inform the type of guy and the qualities that a guy brings to a relationship. So the first step, know what you want and what's important to you. So you've got your anchor and your North Star. 2, keep an open mind and a learning mind. Keep an open mind to learning and growing. I'll talk more about this later. 3, settle into the process. It's so easy when you're dating after divorce to feel these highs and lows. You turn up to a date and it's like, there's the hope, will he be the one? Then there's the disappointment, he's not. Then there's the hope that the next one is, and the disappointment. The danger with that is what happens is you start feeling this feeling of doubt that it's ever going to happen. It's always going to work out, that they're going to let you down in some way, that the other shoe is going to drop. But settling into the process is about having a different mindset about dating after divorce. It is an incredible opportunity to learn and grow and understand what you want and what you don't want. And as Marianne Williamson said, love brings up everything unlike itself to be healed. So love brings up everything unlike love that needs healing. All our fears of rejection. So many women have said to me, I'm just scared of opening my heart to someone and then he disappears. Then he leaves. And so many women close up to love because they are afraid of that. Yeah? And when we close up to love, we are closing up to the kind of intimacy and connection that you really, really want. So if you want to attract a different kind of relationships than all the others that you've had before, something in you has to shift, because life and love can be a mirror for what's going on inside of you. So settling into the process of dating being a process of uncovering what is it I want and what is it I don't want. And that the man in front of me and the man on this date doesn't have to be the one. Actually, he can just be someone who helps me get to know what it is I really want and what it is I don't want. 4, get savvy on how to navigate online dating and dating apps so you don't get burnt out. It's so easy. You know what mobile phones are like and apps are like. They're addictive. We get addicted to them. There's this feeling of swiping, like the next one might be the one, the next one might be the one. I remember staying up far too late with this kind of hope that the next guy would bring me that kind of rush of excitement and I'll connect with him. And it's giving yourself boundaries and rules. Boundaries are there in service to your well-being. So boundaries to yourself don't have to be these hard rules, but they can be rules that help you in your well-being while you're dating, help you keep going. Look at the amount of time you're spending on the apps. Really look at how long your first dates are. Keep them short. And really make sure that you are getting support and advice out there. Watch videos, read things, do programs, get support on how to date in a way that feels effortless and relaxing and kind of part of your life. And 5, learn how to talk to men. Now, so many women have said to me, and I felt like this at first. It's like, how on earth do I even connect with men? Like, I've been married for 17 years. I feel invisible. And suddenly there's men looking at me and wanting to talk to me. And I almost feel like disappearing into a hole. And it feels terrifying. How do I even respond? How do I even start up the conversation for so many women? And if you're feeling like this, I just say, I know how that feels and I've been there, and I speak to a lot of women who feel the same, so you're not alone. Learning how to talk to men in a way that expresses how you feel. Watch some of my videos. Watch my video on how to create a feminine energy profile. That will give you the idea of how to express your feelings, how to express what you want in a relationship, how to communicate your needs, your wants, your desires, and your boundaries. When you get skilled up on how to do that, you will feel so much more confident, and who you attract will start to change because the energy you're putting out in the world changes. So those are 5 top tips for dating after divorce. If you want more help with this, I'm looking for a specific group of women who are dating after divorce, over 40, are really, really ready to try something different, are ready to try and stretch themselves. I always say to my clients, you've got a comfort zone and you've got a discomfort zone, but I like to work in the zone in the middle, which is the stretch zone. So I want to work with women who are willing to come out of their comfort zone, try something different, take support, coaching and advice. Being coachable is really important. And I'm looking for these women to be founder members of a program I'm creating. And this is a group program where I will be holding your hand through the whole dating process, teaching you how to communicate to men in a way that where you feel strong, and guys will really hear you and want to step up and be the best man for you, or the wrong men will fade away because you've expressed yourself really clearly. The whole process of dating, how to uncover the blocks that stop us when we're dating and stop us from attracting the kind of love we really want instead of just attracting what we've already had. So I'm very specific about the women I'm looking for. If you are interested in having a no obligation conversation with me, have a look in the description below and we can really decide whether this program is a good fit for you or not. Pop your comments, your questions below. Loads of love to you all and see you next time.